Good morning, everyone. It is October 31st, 2025. It's Friday, and it's Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone. Hope you're all having a good morning, and I hope you have a great day. First and foremost, I would like to say, if you wouldn't mind, please click like and subscribe if you like the content that we're creating here. We're looking to grow the channel, and if you'd like to drop us a comment down below, feel free to do so. We'd love to hear what you have to say, anything like that. So, let's jump into this. Excuse me. First, let's see where we are. We were here yesterday. This is where we are. This is where we were yesterday. And yeah, we haven't really moved very much. Honestly, it doesn't look like we've gone down, but we're still kind of in the same area, right? We are in this area of yeah. So here was the dump that we had a while ago. I think it's been well over a week now. And yeah, so if you caught this here, you were stopped out because that candle was taken out. And we are still here, and we're still here, and well, we're still here, right? So, yeah, that's just kind of where we are. Now, one thing that I was saying before is that, I'm looking for this to move down still. We added this line in here yesterday, this trend line. And we've gotten two touches already, right? So we've got one touch here, we've got two touch here. And what I would be looking for is a third touch somewhere here, right? A third touch. Where is that third touch going to be? And I feel as though once we get that third touch, we will get one more rejection, right? Which will bring us back down to this zone. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm hoping for that. This way we can get a little bit more of a better entry for a long and start building our way up there. This candle right here, it just... This is kind of like a trigger to me, right? This candle right here is just kind of hanging out. And I feel like, first of all, we are at this golden pocket right here. I feel like this might want to come and revisit this section. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm still looking for this to kind of come. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to start heading over to this all-time high, right? So that's what I'm looking for at this point. Yeah, everything's a little quiet right now. Yesterday in the S&P 500, we got this move up. Now, the thing about the S&P 500 is we've got these gaps that are forming, right? So first of all, let's go take a look at like kind of the real chart here, okay? We've got quite a bit of, of gaps, right? And these gaps need to be filled. So if I were to mark them out here, this is when the market opened, this is when the market closed and reopened again. So we've got these gaps that are right here, two gaps. And usually what has to happen is that these gaps need to be filled. But also, like, oh my goodness, I just dropped my pen. Okay, like here's an example. Here's a gap that's right over here, and notice that it is filled out completely, right? Came to the other side, it overshot it a little bit more, and these are empty right now. Even though this hit halfway, it still needs to kind of come down to the other side to mitigate this whole block here, right? But it hasn't filled yet. And we actually have a lot of gaps that have formed down below, right? Like little gaps that have formed down below. Some of them are filled, some of them are touched, right? But this chart does really feel completely imbalanced, right? So if we go take a look at what happened through the night, this is the chart that was happening while everyone was sleeping. This is the off hour chart. And we do have this gap that's right here. So what I'm looking at is I'm looking at this as kind of a signal to maybe come back down here and fill this gap. So I feel as though we might be heading down here for the S&P. Now this could pop up a little bit higher for sure, because we've got this top here, right? We've got this order block that's like right over here. Like let me highlight the order block, right? And an order block is a cluster. It's a cluster of candles, right? So it definitely it can work its way up there before it comes down here. But this is where I feel the target is. And if that's the case, then I feel like Bitcoin does have a way of working its way back down, right? So they'll correlate together in that sense. So again, like what I am looking for is this at this point, because the charts have been really kind of doing some consolidating in this range. We are range bound, right? We are stuck right here in this range. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for this to come down over here so we can start building. It's time to start building along. Now, the other thing that I noticed this morning was if you take a look at some of these charts. Remember, I mentioned that these alts, they're kind of like stuck in the middle here. Well, it looks like some of them are starting to work their way down to kind of fill this gap right over here, which is good. It's a good sign, right? And it'll give you a really nice entry, if anything. If it does go lower, then I think it's worth, you know, considering, you know, stacking. But you can see, like, they're all still kind of in the middle, and some of them are feeling very slumpy, right? They're feeling slumped towards the down angle. Sorry, excuse me. I just had something. I just had some coffee, right? So as we're looking at these, you can see, like, if the direction might be down first, right? And again, all of this is just kind of like correlating on, you know, what the plan is up above. So let's go take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is still in this channel. It's doing its thing, right? So yeah, it could be working its way up. And what I'm thinking is that when it gets over here, I think this is going to be the area for some kind of reaction, right? So actually, honestly, I'll tell you what, I'm kind of still stuck on this idea over here. We are still a little bit lower on this one. And yesterday I was mentioning that it feels like, because we are on a trend line, we're starting to lose some volume over here. So, you know, maybe it's possible that we start losing some strength on this side. Let's go take a quick look over at Ethereum dominance. See what's happening over here. Yeah. Okay. So again, like here, what I was saying was I'm looking for this to kind of like touch this area. So yeah, everything's feeling like it's going to go down right now. It's just all feeling like, yeah, that's where I'm heading. This is the area of my target. This is my target for the long. So hoping that we kind of get that. And if you notice, in this range that we're in, we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 touches at the bottom here. We got 2 touches at the top. And if we come down one more time, I feel like we will break down, right? So that's what I'm looking at. One other thing that I wanted to show you guys was this. We added this extra line in here, this trending line, right? And we've got 2 touches on it. But if I were to grab this line, not change the direction at all of it, like not change the direction at all, and just make a copy of it and slide it down, we've got this going on right over here, right? This is the channel that it's in. So if it were to start breaking down and it comes down over here, well, then we're looking at this side of the channel getting hit. And if it can kind of build some strength, then we're looking for it to break. So at this point, I do feel like not only is this line relevant, but this line right here might be relevant as well. This is our downtrend right here. And on the other side of it, it could very well be that we are starting to pick up some strength, right? We've got a lower low and we've got a lower high here, right? But we've got this lower high, and then I believe this is a lower high. It's just slightly lower, right? So it's starting to feel like we're still going down. I don't know if this is really worth looking at this point, you know? Like, it just doesn't feel like it's solidified enough on this day chart, even though it is. So yeah, it's kind of like equal highs here. But anyway, that's what I'm looking at. We are going into the weekend, and of course, the weekend has been very volume incompetent. So you got to be careful. If the weekend comes around and we start to see, like right before that, we're coming over to this zone, then it might be worth, you know, tapping in. So let's see where we kind of end up by the end of the day. I think I'm going to make another video on Sunday. I'm going to try to make a video Sunday into Monday, and kind of catch up, because I feel as though we are in a possible position of opportunity, right? And I want to give you guys kind of that heads up. So anyway, have a good weekend. This is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a target right over here to start getting along. I am in a short still. That's working out. And I would be looking to take profit somewhere around here. This will be my 3rd take profit. And then, you know, we'll kind of go from there. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Hope you do good. Be safe tonight. Try not to eat all the candy if you're out there trick-or-treating. And if not, just enjoy your night. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.